Hello, everybody. This is Recover Alaska's First Taste, episode 3. This is a monthly series normalizing sober and sober curious lifestyles through community, conversation, and taste testing delicious mocktails handcrafted right here in Alaska. It is July. Let me introduce our host. Kat Moore is here with us. Why don't you say hello, Kat?
Hello, nice to meet you, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Mr. Andrew Aquino, say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
Collectively, you're just people. Um, and Mr. Jen Mitchum, all the way from Amalga Distillery in Juneau. Say hello.
Hey.
Fan freaking tastic. So, I this is a bit different for me. I didn't know about this. I don't know if you guys knew about this, but apparently July is National Picnic Month.
What is that even?
What
I
is
don't.
that even?
Yeah, I don't know her. Yeah.
I've never met her. Do not
Uh-huh.
associate me with her.
Mhm.
This is very interesting. Do you guys picnic normally?
I am a picnicker. I never knew it was National Picnic Month, but I'm a total picnicker. I was actually down in Juneau just recently, and the other day I was like, we're gonna have a picnic, and we brought all these snacks out to the beach, and it was about like 55 degrees, and we shivered and ate carrot sticks. I'm definitely that girl, so I'm a picnicker, so, unabashedly.
Oh my gosh. What about
No,
you, Mr. Aquino?
no.
No. No. Not for me.
I mean, since last month was Pride Month, I can play on one stereotype, which none of y'all can do unless you identify as queer, so don't. Um, but the yes, I was kidding. Like picnics are great, of course. My husband, like he's super twee and has like a picnic basket
Oh,
that can, where things can strap in and
Word.
yep. Um, he's about that life, and I get to enjoy it. Hmm.
I love it. Jen, you were saying something. I apologize for interrupting you. What were you saying, sir?
Yeah, it's funny. Like just about like a month or so ago, I was looking to get a gift, like a picnic basket gift for someone. So I was like, oh yeah, no problem. I'll just like, I don't know. In Juneau, we don't have very many options. So like, oh, I'll just go to the store and get a picnic basket, right? That shouldn't be too hard. I couldn't find a picnic basket anywhere in town. So I was like, oh no, I basically like, I was like, oh man, if I want to give a gift like this, I've got to plan like a few weeks ahead of time.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, but no, I think I love picnics, and I love picnics even more with like an official picnic basket,
Right.
the checkered pattern, and you can like open it up and spread it
Yep.
all.
If you can't find any picnic baskets, I think Easter just ended, so you can go to the holiday section at the store and just get one of those.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
chocolate picnic.
go. Chocolate picnic.
your own grass that you can lay out and lay on while you eat from your Easter basket.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You guys are all so thoughtful and creative. I don't do picnics, and I'll tell you why I don't do picnics. Because every time I'm about to do a picnic, the weather decides to switch up on me,
Mm,
and it breaks my heart. And
mm.
that's happened way too many times. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm not, no, I don't trust you anymore. So I eat everywhere except outside on the grass.
You don't want to take out your parasol or wait, an umbrella, I mean.
Not a parasol.
just to block the sun.
If I'm modeling, sure, but otherwise, and the weird thing too is that it doesn't rain hard here. It just drizzles enough to annoy me. So, because I like the rain, I'm like, if it's gonna rain, then rain. But it doesn't ever rain. Just kind of like one teardrop, and that's it. So,
There are like picnics, like I feel like like there are certain picnic foods that are just always there.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'm super fancy, but there's always like a charcuterie plate and
Oh, sure. Yeah.
like cucumber finger sandwiches, like rooibos tea. Uh, I I don't know. Like
Yeah.
picnic, there are specific picnic foods, it seems like.
I
I
think
think that's
one of the things is always bubbly water, like Pellegrino or some kind of sparkling.
mm,
Which now this whole thing is making sense more because I'm like, picnic month, and you picked a sparkly beverage.
Oh
That's
my
mhm.
gosh. You said San Pellegrino. That is my kryptonite. It's I mean one of many. There's like 5 kryptonites, and San Pellegrino is one of them. It's dangerous for me. If I look at it, I will just drool, and I'll probably spontaneously combust. It's absolutely phenomenal. One of the questions I wanted to ask you guys, since we're on this lovely idea of picnics, is do you guys have a picnic spot? Do you guys have a spot, like an actual spot in Alaska that you guys go to? Your backyard, local park?
I would say yes, but it's not necessarily one in Anchorage. I find that for me as a musician, I travel around a lot. And
Mhm.
so I have like a picnic spot that I'll always eat at when I'm at a specific festival. Like when I go to Chicken Stock, I like to bring stuff down to the beach on the river and eat
Yeah.
picnic in Chicken, Alaska. And the same thing with McCarthy. There's like a great spot on the bridge where you can kind of hang out and watch the water just like raging down through the river and
Yeah.
so yeah, but I need to find one in Anchorage. If you know of any good ones, let me know.
I'll think about that actually. I feel like as a food reviewer and a local authority, I should know these things. I don't know. So I'll find out. I'll start asking people. Mr. Aquino, what about you, man? You look like you were deep in thought there.
Yeah, I was. So there is a campground. Um, I'm blending the two, camping and picnicking.
Mhm.
Uh, there is a campground in the White Mountains, about an hour and a half north of Fairbanks, called Mount Prindle. It's by Nome
Mhm.
Creek. It's quite beautiful out there. There are a couple hikes, and there's a creek going by it, and that's that's where I like to camp and picnic. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, most picnicking really involves just eating some of the food and then feeding the rest to the dog.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's very true. Or the ants, depending on where you are.
Or the ants.
Yeah.
But I won't. That question's hard for me because I am not the one that would actually. Um, the idea of picnicking would not come from me. It would come from my husband, and
Mhm.
I just tag along and eat.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
relationship right
that's
there. Just come with me and eat my food. I think
mm-hmm,
that's pure
mm-hmm.
love. And it comes with a
That
ring. Oh my gosh, yes.
exactly. That's how it works. Oh, actually, you know what? Our rings. Speaking of camping,
Hmm.
um, so that's a tent and that's a tree. So we go
Oh,
camping all the time. Yeah, and then uh,
Wow.
a hammered band for the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's adorable.
I know, right?
It's
Like,
disgusting. Adorable
uh,
doesn't that's not that's too weak of a word. That is exceptional.
thanks, thanks.
Yes.
It's like really in like that. The design, that
Mhm.
style is so in right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm for it. I'm all for
yeah.
it.
If anything happens, I mean, since there's a tree right there, then I could just put flames on it. But nothing. But nothing will happen.
He woke up today and chose violence. Oh my God. Okay. Marvelous. That's fantastic. What a funky national pick. I love it. I love it. I do. I don't. Maybe I'll go picnicking this year. Maybe I'll give it a chance. Especially if I'm able to get the mocktail that Jen has for us today. So Jen, what do you got for us today? What kind of mocktail are we cooking up?
So I've got a pretty easy one, like perfect for a picnic. It's called a lavender cooler.
Ooh.
So yeah, when you go out there with the picnic basket that you somehow found online or wherever you get your picnic basket, um, yeah, it's a floral drink. It's got some bubbles, so it's kind of refreshing. And yeah, it's very, very easy to make, and also hopefully balanced. And yeah, so it's pretty simple. You just get a tall glass and fill it with ice.
No, I didn't fill mine with ice.
And then you can basically add some lavender syrup. And if you're making this at home before you head out to the park or to the outdoors or wherever, it's pretty easy. You just take 5 grams of lavender flowers. Usually you can get them at the grocery store. And you get 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of hot water. You mix those ingredients together, let it sit for about 30 minutes, strain it. And yeah, put it in a mason jar or something ready for your picnic. And yeah, so basically to make the drink, it's pretty simple. You just take about an ounce of lavender syrup, an ounce of lime juice, and then you take some type of sparkling water with you. Just pour it in there. And then to mix the ingredients, you'll just stir everything together a bit. Not too crazily. You don't want it to like flow over, but just enough to kind of like mesh it all together.
What's that spoon called, Jen?
I'm not too sure.
I've only seen them at bars.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I should know that probably.
Swirly spoon.
I feel like now I want a glass tall enough to accommodate that spoon, and I want to get.
Mhm.
I think it's a soup spoon for drafts. That's my best guess.
Definitely a soup spoon.
Okay.
Awesome. And then you should be set. There's your drink, and you got a paper straw.
Hey.
You're good to go. There's your drink.
All right, folks.
Ready for the picnic.
Yes,
Yes.
so ready.
Now we're ready for the picnic. Guys, let me know what you think. Drink away.
Mhm.
Oh man, that is so good too. Man, I feel like everything we've tried this summer has been so aromatic. Like before I even got there, I was like smelling the lavender, and then you get this nice citrusy punch that kind of just like, yeah, counterbalances this floral aroma. That's really,
Okay.
mm.
This one's not a sipper for me. This is a thrower backer for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
All
It's good.
right.
Yeah. There's sometimes something so good that you
Mhm.
want to savor it, but you just can't.
You just have to
It's like-
devour. Yeah.
That's
Because
what,
other people will probably want it.
Yeah.
yeah.
What were
That's
you saying, Kat?
that's the joy of mocktails. You can drink as many as you like. Getting a little extra vitamin C from that lemon, or
Mhm.
I don't know what the health benefits of lavender are besides what I think of as like relaxation and calming tendencies, with that
Mhm.
aromatic scent that just puts you in that mood.
Yeah. Lavender is one of my favorite things on planet Earth.
Yeah.
As a scent, as a taste, as a if you guys use essential oils, using lavender just puts me to another dimension. I recently tried, and I'm not a coffee guy, but I recently did try a lavender latte.
So
Mhm. Huh. That sounds like a thing that exists.
It's a thing that exists, and it's not a terrible thing that exists either. And it's coming from a guy that doesn't do coffee, right? And that's important because Alaska has a really big coffee subculture. We're very proud of that, for better or for worse. And I'll be the first to tell you, coffee's not my gig. It's just not. but that lavender latte, I will say, it wasn't bad. So lavender, just as the basis for this, having that syrup in there, and I'm definitely excited to make this one as well later on. Catch up to you guys, let you guys know what I think. But lavender is just a powerful thing.
Yeah, I love lavender so much that I wrote a song about it once.
You did.
Whoa.
I have to sing it for you next time.
Please
Yeah,
do. I
For
don't.
now.
lavender kisses are lost to these lips too many miles away. And it was about an ex-boyfriend who used to eat lavender off the spice shelf and then give me kisses. And I was like, I love
Oh.
it. Way better than the garlic salt kisses, you know?
Oh my gosh. That is literally the greatest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's such
Like,
a
Oh.
flavor. How could you not write a love song about it?
I don't know. I feel like next person I date, they have to step into that level. Like, what are you doing if you're not doing that? That's amazing. Just set the bar from down here to like up here. You're like in 2021 living in 3039. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Mocktail
That's
of the future.
smart. So
Yeah.
your person you were dating at the time always had just lavender at their disposal.
No, I have a very plentiful spice rack. I really love to cook, and so if
Yeah.
he would just go over and like eat something, and be like, "Guess what this is?" And I'd be like, and lavender was the one that was always so striking. So
Yeah. That's beautiful. I love
This
that.
this is this is really good.
this is
Like
really
but I with lavender I always get kind of scared because sometimes if folks overdo it, it tastes a little soapy.
Right.
And I tend
Very
to
good
not
point.
like lavender. But this is it. This is it. And if last month, 2 months ago, I gave a 4 for that palm drink.
Mhm.
Last month, I gave a 5 for the cardamom grapefruit sipper. And this one, I think I'm also going to give a 5.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I had
fantastic.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I'm giving this one a 5 as well. I had to up the ante last month to a 5.5 for the cardamom grapefruit because just fresh grapefruit juice is just amazing. But this is really nice. I think for me, I also think I was a bit dishonest in how much citrus I put in. I think I put in like a little bit more than I was supposed to. So I would back off my lemon a little bit and I would just up my lavender because I love lavender so much. But I still give this one a 5. I could drink this all day in the sunshine. And I look forward to doing that with all of you this summer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We still got a couple months left. We're hanging in.
We're hanging in there. We can do it. We can do it. We can make it. I believe in you guys. Um, this is such an excellent conversation. This is I'm just having such a fun time with you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very pleased to be here with you guys. And Jen, thank you so much for these drinks. Holy cow! I'm so happy that we got you in here. There's a lot of bartenders that I don't trust. I trust you, sir. So thank you.
No. Woo.
Yeah. You do it right, my friend. And before we wrap it up, we're here because of Recover Alaska. We're here to talk about and support and put a spotlight on, on sobriety and sober curious lifestyles. And when we go to picnics and things like that, you kind of touched on this a little bit, Kat, with San Pellegrino. But what sort of drinks do we take on picnics? Is bringing alcohol either now or in the past something that you do, like for picnics? What do you think about that? What do you think about that from a sober perspective, Mr. Aquino? What are we drinking now when we go to picnics? For me, I would say, Kat nailed it with the San Pellegrino, but also sparkling ice is kind of my go-to drink for everything now. I love water. Water's my main for everything, but I don't love soda that much. And so sparkling ice is just flavored sparkling water, and it's like everything to me. It's soda without the crap in it. So what are you guys drinking when you go to picnics?
I mean, before it used to be Prosecco, always.
Mhm.
So anything with bubbles, really.
Okay.
Yeah. I, picnic food tends to be pretty, and picnic drinks tend to be pretty too. So gotta have the bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've become my friends and I have become a big LaCroix culture because, they're easy to carry. And then, you've got a little bit that you can drink without having to open a whole bottle. And so those are really nice. And I think it's really important to think about, how are you getting to your picnic? How are you getting home from your picnic? So if you
Right.
hike, and you feel like indulging, maybe, a little bit of Prosecco or something. But especially when we travel, it's really important to think about, keeping ourselves and others, more importantly, safe on the road. So I think these days, if I'm traveling to a place where I want to have a picnic, I want to bring something that I know I can get in the car and drive home afterwards and be legal and safe and, caring for my community members too. So I love LaCroix, and you can get all the flavors at that aforementioned starts with C location that we have here in Alaska. So many.
Yeah.
And yeah, for me, like in Juneau, like so much, everything social is in the outdoors, which means generally speaking, you drive there, right? And yeah, that's totally a thing. Like, how are you going to get back? So yeah, for me, like a lot of times if I don't feel like drinking necessarily and I've got work the next day, whatever, I'll just either have a kombucha. Also, we have non-alcoholic tonic water as mixer. And we just use like natural ingredients. So like, but it's kind of a little bit more interesting than, yeah, having something like a soda, for example. So sometimes I'll just bring one of those along.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can get them safe.
Right on, guys. Well, you guys inspired me to maybe do picnicking again, give it another shot, right? Me and picnicking had a rough relationship and we're separated right now, but maybe I can give it one more try. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for joining us in this third episode of First Taste for the beautiful month of July, National Picnic Month. Still weird to me. I don't care. I'm gonna go and try it. Kat, Mr. Aquino, Jen, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the conversation and your insightfulness, and thank you for this drink. Everyone who's watching online, at home, wherever you're at, go ahead and like this, go ahead and share this, tell everyone what we're doing. Go to recoveralaska.org, see what they're all about for resources, educate yourself on everything that's going on around you, and go out and have fun, be smart, drink responsibly, and enjoy mocktails as much as you want. So thank you so much for joining us in this third episode. I'm your host, Justin Williams, and I will see you guys later.